Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's show. I am lucky enough to be sitting at the kitchen table of my sister-in-law, Tammy Kiter, here in Des Moines, Iowa. Super excited to be able to visit family here on my trip, 50 states. It's been going great. This is, I think, state 9, maybe 10. I have to count again. But at the table with me is my mother-in-law, Shirley Renda. Hello, Mom.
Hi.
My sister-in-law, Tammy Kiter. Hi, sister.
Hi.
To my other side is my other sister-in-law, Tracy.
Hello.
Hi, Tracy. Renda. And then my daughter, Mackenzie Renda.
Hi.
There's lots of Rendas. And a Nolan sitting at the table, Michaela Nolan. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so what we thought we would do today is I thought I would torture my family and I would ask them about their passions. So I am sure my mother-in-law over here, the last thing she would expect would be to be put on a podcast to talk about her passions. But you know what, Mom? You are super passionate about something that you're doing in your life. And I think it's really valuable for my listeners to hear this because you know what? You could be chilling at home with your feet up every day, but you're not. What is it that you do?
Okay, I've raised my 4 kids. I wasn't going to sit home and wait to die. So I went out and got me a job. And I worked for JCPenney's. Have been there for 15 and a half years. I'm an associate in the men's department. And also have been promoted as training all the new people that come in. And I'm told I do a super job. I am number 2 in making friends, which is signing people up for charge cards. And also, I'm number 37 in the whole district, which is Iowa. And I'm number 64 out of 1,100 stores in the whole United States. That's my rating.
That is a huge accomplishment. And Mom, tell everybody how old you are.
I'm 78 years old.
78 years young.
Okay, thank you.
And your makeup, I mean, looking around the table right now, whose makeup looks best?
Nana.
It's crazy. Your makeup is spot on. Your makeup's on fleek.
Thank you. Well, anyway, I love to work. I love people. I deal with them every day. I figure that's going to keep me going. I meet all kinds. Cranky ones, sweet ones. Today I met a couple who were going to meet their grandson outside of the hospital. He was born 15 ounces.
Wow.
He is now 8 months old. He's been in the hospital 8 months. And he is 14 pounds now.
Wow. Mom, how would you say that this passion, your job, how would you say that this inspires you or, changed your life once you started working?
I love to get up in the morning. I love to dress up. I love to put my makeup on. I like to look good.
And you do, too.
Thank you. I think it keeps me young. I don't get tired. The days I'm off or on vacation, I even get bored at home. I'm just, I guess, a workaholic.
That's awesome. Good for you. Good. I'm so happy that you love doing that so much.
And I guess everybody at work loves me, and they said that they're never going to let me go until I retire, which I don't think will be soon. As long as I'm going, I'm going.
So, Tammy, tell us about your passion.
Well, my passion is my faith. For the last, I would say 12 years, I've had a great relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. 12 years ago, I was at a point in my life where I just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And as time went on, I started working for public health, which you do work with the vulnerable population, those that are less fortunate. And I've just had that passion, kind of like my mother, for people. And kind of who has brought me to the Lord is my mother. She's been a good model.
Thank you.
I think it's important that this relationship that has brought me together with the Lord is kind of who I am today, of having more passionate and love for people. And one of the things that have come out of that is I'm going to, am in formation to become a secular Franciscan, which is doing apostolates for people that are in the vulnerable population. Right now in public health, I'm in the back seat of public health where I don't really work up front with, those vulnerable population, but getting ready to retire in about 12 months. And this is kind of the passion that I want to follow, is helping those that are less fortunate and bringing the Lord to them.
And how would you say that has changed your life? Because you just said you were in a stage in your life where you really didn't know, the direction you wanted to go. How has that changed for you?
I find that I'm less selfish, selfless about myself. I think more of others. I used to always want to go out and buy everything. I was more of the worldly things, the big cars, the big house, the big jewelry belt. That kind of stuff doesn't mean anything to me anymore. It's those people that don't have food, those that don't have clothes, those people that don't have anybody to talk to. I just want to be there for them.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
So Tracy,
Makes me cry.
get us some tissues, everybody. Tracy, what's your passion?
My passion is helping others. I'm a single mom of 2 children. I've been divorced for 4 years, and I facilitate a class at my church, at Prairie Ridge Church, called Divorce Care. And along with Tammy, I've really become strong in my faith through the divorce, and I feel like God's using me to help others through the experience that I went through. So I teach a class at our church, and it helps people to go through a divorce in a Christian way. And my main passion in that is forgiveness. And I never thought I could forgive, but through this class, I've learned what forgiveness is and what it isn't. It's not saying what that person did was okay, but it's releasing that debt against that person, that you will not hold that against them forever. And you're forgiving for yourself, not for that other person. I have a good relationship with my ex-husband. We co-parent our children together, and I think that's very important for my kids' sake, that they grow up in a family where the parents do communicate and, help each other get through the times, of raising our kids. So that's what I'm passionate about.
How does it make you feel when you're able to help these people?
It's amazing, because I see them from the time they walk in that door to the end of the class, which is a 13-week class, and to see the transformation of how far these people come in just 13 weeks, and to know that I'm put there to help them get through that process.
You probably see a lot less anger and a lot more confidence in those people.
At the end, yes.
Right.
Not at the beginning.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we had Nana, and then we had the sisters, and now we're moving down the chain. Now we have the niece, Mackenzie, Renda, my daughter. So, Kenz, what do you want to talk about today?
Okay, so I know that in other Motivate Me material, I've talked a lot about how I've supported you in your passion. I would say that I'm super passionate about my family, and my family has since pretty much included my boyfriend, Mike. We recently just moved in together to our first apartment, and I'm very much like the safe anchor rock. Like, I'm not very, I don't want to say impulsive, but I make very safe decisions. I went to school, I got a job, I go to work every morning at 9, come home at 5. I'm really happy in the way that my life has rolled out. But I have a lot of very creative, fun, energetic, thrill-seeking, adventurous, to say the least, family members, obviously, in supporting my mom. But I would say that one of my biggest passions after, being with Mike for almost 2 years and having since lived with Mike is to really watch and support Mike and what he does, because I feel like he's in this stage where he's, trying to make it in the film industry. He just recently found out that he's been awarded with an Emmy for the Major League Baseball Network, which is a team of people who won the best Daily Show or
outstanding
Daily Show. So that was a
for
huge
MLB
accomplishment.
Tonight, the show
Yeah.
MLB Tonight, and your grandmother's just finding this out right now by
Nana,
the dropping
he's
of the
getting
jaw.
an Emmy.
Awesome.
So I think that watching him grow from beginning to date him where he couldn't, put gas in his car to kind of coming into his own, and the confidence that has had to take, and
In 2 short years.
in 2 short years, and helping him build that and see that in himself. It's very similar to the role I play, and I feel some of my friendships and my working relationships at home. But I think that that's come from my modeling from my parents, who have always lovingly supported me, never questioned my capabilities or if I could do something. So I think I've definitely provided that pretty much, not, I wouldn't say the only support, but definitely a big backbone support for Mike to feel like he can accomplish anything. And it's funny watching you do the 50-state tour. I said to Mike, if ever one day he felt in our future that he wanted to take a leap or a risk in quitting and, going into a different field or restarting his life, that I would be there 100%, and that it doesn't matter, like what you said, Aunt Tammy, the physical things in life, it really matters of the support you have, the people you love, what you would do for them. So I've just learned and how that's inspired me, what I feel when I help Mike, just because he's, starting my little family with Mike in a sense. It's just like what real unconditional love feels like, different from what a parent, like, so I've received unconditional love, but to give unconditional love, this blind, selfless, undying, unwavering, whatever it takes mentality, has been something that I think that, one day when I have kids is something that I've learned. So I think I've learned it for the first time through supporting an equal like Mike. And so I'm really passionate about all things in that kind of sense.
Awesome. Okay, Michaela, you are the youngest at the table, and we're putting you in a pretty deep discussion. But you should be used to your Aunt Lynette doing things like this to you now, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm always calling you out in different ways. So tell us what you're passionate about.
I'm very passionate about my pets.
Tell us about your pets.
I have a white German Shepherd named Tyson. He's 12, and he's on his last steps. I don't know how to say that.
Like he's getting older?
Yeah,
Okay, how is that making you feel?
it's making me feel sad, and I don't like it.
Well, I think, Mackenzie, you can
Yep.
relate to that.
Yep, we just lost my puppy who I had my entire life. He was 14 the summer that just passed. But the thing is that what we learned, and what I would want you to remember too, is that he's only in our lives for such a short time, but you were his whole life. And he's so lucky to have the love that you and your family give to him, because that's all he knows. So he's very lucky. Don't be sad.
Another thing, all dogs go to heaven.
That's right.
And he's up there with my dogs and with Buddy and with your dog.
Jet, yeah.
And they're all playing together
When the time
when the
comes.
time comes.
So don't
Yep.
be sad.
It's hard not to be
It
sad.
is hard.
You'll
I'm
be
still
sad.
sad.
She's still sad, but try and find comfort, I think is what
Yeah.
she's saying. Okay, so you have another dog.
I have 2 more dogs. I have Chico. He's a Pomeranian. Is he 2 years? 3 years. And he's very rambunctious, and he
I'm
loves
digging
to
my
play.
niece's vocabulary. Rambunctious.
And then I have Gizmo. He's a Chihuahua mixed, and he likes to snuggle and cuddle with you, and doesn't like to do anything else besides that.
I wish my dog, Olive, won't snuggle with me like that just yet. Talk about rambunctious.
By the way, where is Olive?
Olive is home. Mom, no, trust me. You'd be
She's
glad.
a little crazy.
She's a
I wouldn't be
ninja.
taking her.
She's awesome, but How does having your pets make you feel, Michaela?
They make me feel relaxed because I like to just lay down and snuggle with them all or play with them. And they make me happy because they always do funny things and they just make me smile.
And they probably listen too, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were like me when I was your age, I would always tell them everything because they can't tell anybody else.
Yeah.
And I talk to you, and I talk to you, and I talk to you, and I talk to you. And we love, and we hate, and we demonstrate. We try to relate. This is my breakthrough. Whoa. Said now, this is my breakthrough.